Hello, welcome to today's practice. My name is Brianna. Thank you so much for joining in today. Our practice today will be about a 45-minute gentle movement practice. We'll incorporate all ranges of motion from our neck all the way down to our toes. Listen to your body, honor your body exactly as it is. For gear to have on hand, I just have my trusty blanket today. Feel free to grab whatever you'd like. We'll work on a little bit of balance, so you can always grab a chair if you'd like for a little extra support as well. As always, take the time to set your space, grab whatever gear you need, listen to your body, honor your body, and I look forward to practicing with you. All right, I'm glad you're here. Let's go ahead and take a moment by lying down. We'll begin by lying down. Use these first few breaths and moments to make any small movements and adjustments that you need. Settling into your space. Allow your gaze to soften. And draw in a nice big full inhale. Exhale, sigh it away. With these next few breath cycles, I invite for you to just notice any sounds or sensations you may observe from right around your space. For me, I happen to hear the wind rustling through the leaves. I notice the warmth of the sunshine on my skin, the buzzing of the bees through the flowers. Just notice what you notice in your own space. And from this awareness, begin to shift your attention a little deeper inward and notice the sensation of support underneath you. So begin to become aware of the mat, of the earth, and just notice how your body makes connection with your mat or the earth. Notice any sensations that may or may not be present. And just give yourself permission to be aware of the support. And from this space underneath you, begin to shift your attention into your physical body. Begin to notice what you notice from your head all the way down to your toes. And as you settle into your body and begin to notice what you notice, see if you can observe from a place of compassion. We're just noticing our body just as it is. And just a couple more breaths here, checking in, noticing what you notice. And from this awareness of your physical body, begin to shift your attention into the rhythm and sensation of your breath. So I invite you to place your hands on your belly. Maybe your middle fingers make a connection. And from this space around your hands and your belly, begin to draw your breath fully front to back and side to side. Allow each exhalation to soften. Become aware of the tactile feedback your hands make on your belly, the feedback from the earth underneath you. And just settle into the gentle rhythm, the rise and fall of your inhales and exhales. And I invite you to place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And as you do so, allow your breath to radiate fully, front to back and side to side, top to bottom. Allow your breath to begin to fill all the spaces in your body. And as your breath expands, I invite you to notice how your body resonates to this expansion of your breath. Our breath is our life and our light. So with each inhalation, follow that life and light as it moves from your head to your toes, fingertips to fingertips. And with each exhalation, soften into any areas that may be holding on or that may be tight or tense. And as we move through our practice, I invite for you to recognize this connection between your breath and your body. And float both hands up to your heart. And from this space around your hands and heart, come into a place of gratitude. And from this place of gratitude, bring to mind one thing that you are grateful for today. And we'll hold this bit of gratitude in our heart as we move through our practice. On your inhale, reach your arms overhead. Lengthen from fingertips to toes. Maybe stretch from side to side, front and back. And gently hug your knees into your chest. Just use a couple of breaths here. Bring some movement into your knees and hips, whatever that looks like for you, whatever shape that needs to take, whatever movement you need to make. See if you can incorporate your breath and your movement. If you're making circles with your hips or knees, go the other direction. Gently release. Keep your right knee hugged in. Bring your left foot to the mat. Allow your shoulders, ribs, and belly to soften. And reach your right foot up to the sky. Option to keep your left leg bent here, or you can reach your foot out nice and long. It's totally up to you and your body and practice. Just recognize where you may incorporate some tension and see if your breath can soften those spaces. Bring some movement into your foot and ankle, point and flex. pause for a moment. Nice big full breath. Reach through the sole of your foot. And exhale, release. Hug your knee back into your chest. Big full breath. And exhale, bring your left foot to the mat if it's not already there. Right ankle to your left knee. And gently open up through your right hip. Reach your arms out to a T, or you can bend at the elbows depending on your space. And maybe rock your knees from side to side, creating a little bit of movement in your hips and low back. And just another breath or so. And gently release. Bring everything back to center. Bring both feet to the mat. Big full breath. Check in with both sides. And exhale, hug your left knee in. Soften your shoulders, ribs, and belly. And reach your left foot up to the sky. Point and flex. Draw some circles with your toes. Option to keep your right leg bent, or maybe it reaches out nice and long. Just another breath or so. Big full inhale. And exhale, release. Hug your left knee back in. And bring your right foot to the mat. Left ankle to your knee. Even out your hips and side waist here. Bring your arms out to the side or a T. And gently rock your knees from side to side. And just move with your breath. Inhale as you find center, and exhale as you bring your knees to one side. And the next time you find center, gently release. Bring both feet down to the mat. And just take a moment here. Allow your ankles to be underneath your knees in line with your hips. If you have a pillow, I'll even bring my blanket. If you have a pillow, you can place them between your knees so you can activate your inner thighs so that your legs stay active here and engaged. Press into the soles of your feet. Bring your hands by your sides, palms facing upward. And as you inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. And exhale, release. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. And exhale, release. This time we'll incorporate movement with our spine. So as you inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, sweep your arms up and overhead. And exhale, release. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, lift your hips, sweep your arms up and overhead. And exhale, release. Go ahead and remove that pillow or blanket from between your knees. Hug your knees into your chest. Big full breath. And take all the time and steps you need to come onto hands and knees. I like to place a blanket underneath my knees. You're welcome to do the same. Whatever support you need here is perfect. And Just take a moment, make sure your knees are under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. And we'll bring some movement with the rhythm of your breath. So as you inhale, soften your belly, lift your heart and gaze. And exhale, gently press your hands away as you reach your spine to the sky. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, gently draw your hands towards your body. Reach your heart forward, lift your gaze. Exhale, press your hands away. Gaze towards your belly button. And one more time. Inhale, draw your hands towards you. And exhale, release. And pause for a moment, find neutral. Walk your hands forward a step or so. We'll bring some big circles into our hips. So just bringing some movement into our wrists, into our hips and shoulders. Just making big circles and reverse directions. Next time you find center, pause, draw your toes together, widen your knees, set your hips to your heels, and just allow everything to come to rest on the mat underneath you. Let go of any effort in your arms. And gently bring your hands together. Bend at your elbows so your hands are behind your head, fingertips reaching towards the sky. And breathe. One more big full breath here. And gently release. Make your way back into that tabletop shape. Walk your hands forward a step or so, and as you do, shift your shoulders so that they line up over your wrists. Big full breath in, and as you exhale, come all the way onto your belly. So take a moment here, reach your toes out nice and long, and press your toes into the earth. Find a nice long spine and back of your head so your gaze is on the earth. And as you inhale, gently press into your hands, but keep your gaze on the mat in front of you. And exhale, lower. And we'll do that twice more. Press into your hands, draw your elbows nice and close to your body. Lift your heart. And exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Press into your hands, make your way into that supported plank pose or tabletop, and send your hips back. Child's pose. Big full breath. And one more time. Inhale, shift all the way forward. Hands over your shoulders. Nope, hands under your shoulders. Big full breath in and exhale, lower all the way down. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift your heart, draw your toes to the earth. Gaze stays on the mat in front of you. And exhale, lower. Twice more. Inhale, lift. And lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. And lower down. press into your hands, shift back into that tabletop position. Curl your toes underneath, and as you inhale, send your hips up and back. So keep your knees nice and bent here. Rock your head from side to side. And gently release, lower your knees back down to the earth and come all the way onto them. So this is where a blanket underneath your knees might be handy. Step your right foot forward. Bring your hands to your knee, gently soften into your hip. So as you do, draw your shoulder blades onto your spine and lift your heart, much as we did when we were lying down. Draw your tailbone towards the earth, and as you inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Big full breath. One more nice big inhale here. Exhale, reach your hands forward. Bring your left hand to the ground, reach your right arm up to the sky. Big full breath. And exhale, release. Come all the way back to center. And switch legs, step your right foot back and left foot forward. Take a moment here, root evenly through your feet. So press into the tops of your toes, press into the bottom of your left foot. Find that strength in your leg. Activate your inner thighs as if we had that blanket between our legs. And as you inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Big full breath here. One more nice big full inhale. Exhale, reach your hands forward, right hand touches down to the earth, sweep your left arm up to the sky. Big full breath in. Exhale, release. Bring your hands back to your knee and come all the way to stand. I'm just going to set my blanket aside for just a moment. And make your way to stand. Bring your feet underneath your hips, your shoulders over your hips. And then roll your shoulders forward. And back. And open and close your hands. Rotate your wrists. And go the other way. And just give your hands a little shake. And shake out whatever part of your body needs a little extra release. And take a moment, bring your feet just beyond hips width. And we'll start to rock. So gently swing your arms. I guess this is more of a swinging action than a rocking action. Come onto the tips or the toe. Give yourself a little pat on the back here. And just another breath or so. And gently release, bring everything back to center. Leave your feet just where they are. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. And hold your right wrist, reach it up and over, press into your right foot. Inhale, center. And hold your left wrist, reach it up and over, press into your left foot. Big full breath in, reach your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Draw your tailbone towards the earth as you lift your heart up to the sky. And gently release. Lower your chin to your chest and just rock your head from side to side. And bring everything back to neutral. Step your feet just underneath your hip bones. Bring your hands to your heart. Big full breath here. Make your way to the short edge of your mat. Allow your heels to line up underneath your hips. Your shoulders over your hips. Lift your hands to your heart. Draw your tailbone to the earth. Big full breath in. Sweep your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, bring your hands to your knees and find a gentle forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lift your heart. And with your hands on your right knee, step your left foot back. Draw your tailbone down, find that lift in your heart. Big full breath here. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Big full breath. Big full inhale. As you exhale, bring your left hand to your knee, sweep your right hand back and behind you. Big full breath here. Inhale, release, sweep your arms back up. Exhale, hands to your knee. Step your feet together, find a bit of a forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, add a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Big full breath, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your knees, find a gentle forward fold. Big full breath in, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, hands to your left knee and step your right foot back. Breathe fully, find that lift in your heart. Draw your shoulder blades together. Inhale, sweep your arms. Gaze reaches up towards the corner of the room where the wall meets the ceiling. You want to lift your gaze all the way up, cranking your neck. Big full breath in. Exhale, right hand to your knee. Left hand sweeps back behind you. Big full breath. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Big full breath here. Exhale, hands to your knee. Step your feet together, bit of a forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to your hearts. Big full breath here. Big full inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, shift your weight into your right foot. Lift your left knee. Bit of a balance, so flex your left foot, press into your foot so that your leg is active. You can bring your hands to your hip here if you'd like. Big full breath in, and as you exhale, step your left foot back. I'm going to shift the orientation on my mat so my back doesn't go to you. Spin your back heel down. Inhale, reach your arms out to shoulder height and let your body face the long edge of your mat. Check in with your right knee, make sure it is over your ankle. Big full breath here. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Reach through your fingertips, nice long right side. Bring your right hand to your hip. Just reach your left arm up and over. Actively open your heart to the sky. Press into your feet, come back to center, bend your right knee. One more time, inhale, reach your left hand towards your right hip, and then reach your right arm up to the sky. Big full breath. Press into your feet, come back to center. Lower your hands. Shift your feet so that your hips are even. So your back heel comes off the ground. Sweep your arms back up to the sky, big full breath. Exhale, hands to your heart. And step your feet together. Big full breath. And we'll play that on side B. So on your inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, send your weight into your left foot and lift your right knee. So press your right feet, flex your right foot as if you're going to step onto it. Big full breath in. And as you exhale, send your right foot back. Big full breath here. And as you exhale, spin your right heel down, arms open up, facing the long edge of your mat. Check in with your left knee. Activate your leg so your knee lines up over your ankle. Big full breath in. Keep that work in your leg. Lengthen your left leg. Reach through your fingertips nice and long. Hand to your hip. Right arm reaches up and over. And inhale back to center. Bend your left knee. Big full breath. Reach your right hand towards your left hip. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Big full breath. And inhale back to center. Exhale, lower your hands. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift your right heel so that your hips can even out. Sweep your arms back up to the sky. Big full breath. Exhale, hands to your heart. Step your feet together. Big full breath here. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your knees, fold forward. Big full breath, find length in your spine. And exhale, bend your knees nice and deep so your hands come down to the earth. Walk your feet back. Keep your hips up nice and high. The knees may bend here, they may lengthen. Just check in with your spine, allow it to be nice and long. One more big full breath here. Nice big inhale. Exhale, knees touch down to the earth. And we'll pause here. So if you'd like to grab that blanket once again, bringing it underneath your knees for a little bit of support, you can go ahead and do that. So I like to have my toes curled for this posture. So in this space, knees are underneath your hips. Your tailbone draws to the earth as your heart lifts. So we're finding a nice long spine here. We'll keep our hands on our hips just to begin. Big full breath in, root through your feet, lift your heart, and as you exhale, gently draw your heart to the sky. Your head stays in line with your neck. Press into your feet, inhale, come back to center. One more time, just like that. Inhale, root through your feet, lift your heart. And back to center. On your inhale, root through your feet, lift your heart. Option to leave your hands where they are, or you can reach them towards your heels. Big full breath. And root through your feet, inhale, back to center. Release your toes. Bring your hands down to the earth. Widen your knees and send your hips to your heels. Let your upper body come to rest on the earth underneath you. Big full breath. more time, come all the way onto your knees. Option to curl your toes underneath, or you can leave them on the earth as they are. As you inhale, root through your feet, lift your arms up to the sky. Exhale, reach your right hand behind. And inhale back to center. Exhale, reach your left hand behind. Let your gaze go towards your fingertips. Inhale, back to center. One more time, exhale, reach your right hand back. Maybe your right hand reaches towards the earth as you reach your heart to the sky. And inhale, back to center. Exhale, left hand reaches behind. Maybe it reaches towards the earth as your right arm reaches up. And back to center. Exhale, release. Toes together, knees together. Send your hips to your heels, adding a bit of support for your belly. We can bring our hands underneath our forehead here. Big full breath. And gently make your way to a seated position. More specifically, we will bring our feet onto the earth and find a space on your sit bones where you can relatively balance, kind of a sneak peek into where we're going with this. Just bring your hands underneath your knees. And draw your shoulder blades together. Walk your feet back toward your body. And just as we did at the beginning of our practice, where we had that blanket or that pillow between our knees, you can even put it there now if you'd like, providing a little extra support. And begin to lift your toes, finding a little bit of balance. Big full breath. Your toes may do touch and goes, and that is totally fine. Big full breath here. Exhale, release, feet down to the earth. You can set your blanket or pillow aside for just a moment, hug your knees in. And we get to do that one more time. So option to put that blanket or pillow between your knees, or you can set it aside as long as you have that action of firming to the midline. Find that point of balance on your sit bones, walk your toes back, and begin to lift your toes. And your legs may come parallel to the mat here. That's totally fine. If you want to play with balance, maybe reach one arm out to the side, maybe the other, maybe both. Wherever you are, one more big full breath here. Exhale, release. Touch your toes down to the earth, and then give your knees a little bit of a hug. And gently release. Reach your legs out nice and long. If you're using a pillow or a blanket underneath your sit bones, go ahead and grab that. So we will keep our right leg extended and tuck your left one in so that the sole of your foot is pressing to the inside of your right leg. And adjust your hips and shoulders so that they are in line with your extended leg. You may be sitting at an angle, and that's completely fine. Reach your hands just before your shoulders. Big full breath in, draw your tailbone to the earth, lift your heart. And as you exhale, walk your fingertips towards your ankle. So flex your right foot so your leg is active here. Draw your heart towards your toes. Even if it's a very subtle movement, that's totally fine. We're looking for length in our spine. Big full breath here. If your hands can reach your ankle and toes, that's perfectly fine too. One more big full breath. And gently come back to center. Bring your right foot in to meet your left. For just a moment, find length in your spine. And gently release. Reach your left leg out nice and long. Right foot tucks in to your left. Adjust your seat so that your hips and shoulders are square to your leg. Reach through your left foot. Big full breath in. And as you exhale, walk your fingertips towards your ankle. This side may look different than the other. It may be a gentle hinge here. It may be a bit deeper. Wherever you are is perfect. Breathe fully. And just a couple more breaths here. On your inhale, back to center. Bring the soles of your feet onto the mat about mats width apart, hands behind you, and rock your knees from side to side. And just another breath or so. And bring everything back to center. And gently make your way onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Bring a little bit of movement here to your knees and hips. Allow your shoulders to soften. Swing your hands around to your hamstrings, reach your heels up to the sky. And just bring a little bit of movement to your feet. Whatever movement your body needs here, go ahead and explore. Big full breath in and out. Nice big full inhale. Now as you exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Reach your left arm out to the side. And as you exhale, lower your knees to the right. Take a moment here, make any adjustments, shift in any way that your body needs. And then just soften into the stretch. Soften into this twist. And just another breath or so. And on your inhale, come back to center. Big full breath. And reach your right arm out to the side. Exhale, lower your knees to the left. Again, take a moment, shift in any way, and then just soften into the space. And breathe. Just another breath or so here. On your inhale, come back to center. And take the next few breaths to bring the movement, stretch, or direction your body needs to best complete your practice. When you are ready, make your way into your integration form. Your legs may be out nice and long. Maybe the soles of your feet are on the earth with your knees resting against one another. Maybe the soles of your feet are together with your knees resting out to the side. Wherever you are, settle into your space. And draw in a nice big full inhale. Exhale, sigh it away. Allow your gaze to soften. Allow your body to soften. With the next few breaths and moments, gift yourself this time to be supported and held by your space. As your attention wanders and drifts, ever so patiently bring your attention and awareness back to the rhythm and sensation of your breath. Allow your attention to be drawn to the awareness of the earth underneath you. Allow your breath to soften, create space within your body, create space within your thoughts. Allow your focus to soften around the edges. Each time you notice your attention begin to wander, allow your awareness to come back into this moment, back into your breath, into your body. And just a few more breaths in this moment. Nowhere to be and nothing to do, but to just be and breathe. With the next few breaths and moments, I invite for you to check in with your breath. Notice the quality and the rhythm. Maybe once again, place your hands on your belly. Notice this gentle expansion. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And allow your breath to begin to deepen, and as it does, notice how your breath moves through your body. On your inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Lengthen from fingertips to toes. Maybe bring some movement here. Rock your head from side to side. Maybe nice big full inhale, and as you exhale, yawn or sigh it away. And hug your knees into your chest. Hold gratitude in your heart, for your body is perfect as it is, and for this time that you have given yourself today. Make your way to a seated position. Whatever shape that takes is perfect. And just bring your hands to your knees, palms facing upward. In this position of reception, I invite for you to notice how your practice resonates in your body. And as you notice, see if you can do so from a place of compassion, place of non-judgment, non-harming. And gently float your hands up to your heart. And from this space around your hands and heart, come into a place that feels a little something like gratitude. And from this place or idea or sensation of gratitude, bring to mind one more thing that you are grateful for today. On your inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, palms together. Honor yourself, those around you, and your yoga practice. Exhale, hands to your forehead. That your thoughts may bring peace to yourselves and those around you. To your lips, that your words may bring peace to yourselves and those around you. And to your heart, that your actions may bring peace to yourselves and those around you. Thank you so much for sharing in this practice with me today. I hope you have a really beautiful rest of your day. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you.